Let's face it, rabbits don't have a great reputation in Australia.
There's one place where bunnies receive very special treatment. In fact, they're the only ones receiving treatment, and it's here at the Melbourne Rabbit Clinic.
Narelle Walter is used to preparing long-eared patients for theatre.
Her little heart rate's going 1,000,000 miles an hour, at 220.
Yeah. Obviously being quite small too, they would lose body heat quite quickly.
They do, and it's one of the really important parts of surgery. We've got to keep them warm all the time.
Bunny, yes, that's her name, has a severely dislocated leg.
The hog joints come apart, so what we're going to do is to put a little pin from the lower part of the joint just straight up there.
It's a tricky procedure, but at Australia's only practice, especially for rabbits, Bunny has a good chance of success.
Dislocation's quite severe.
Looks quite clunky actually, doesn't it? Yep. This really is rabbit microsurgery. We're using big powerful drills here, but driving very fine pins through bones that are basically wafer thin. Exactly the same technique you use in your dog and cat, but on a much smaller scale.
I'm quite happy with that. And obviously we don't know until we do an X-ray.
So from here on, what happens?
Well, little bunny will have to have what we call cage rest.
That should be all it needs. From then on, it should be happy hopping.
Happy hopping after that. It looks nice and neat, so we'll leave that in there for 4 to 6 weeks and hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll heal.
It's looking good so far, though.
Great.
Bunny will be thrilled.
Lulu has come in to have 2 painful abscesses removed.
Got this lump on the side of her jaw here.
An X-ray reveals Lulu has cancer.
We'll probably just send Lulu home to have lots of cuddles until her time comes, unfortunately.
It's a real shame, because she's a nice little bunny, isn't she?
She is a beautiful little girl.
Now, Narelle, I can feel movement, so I'm assuming there's a bunny under here.
There are bunnies under here.
These overgrown Angoras were surrendered to the Rabbit Clinic.
What we're going to do is get them back to base. They won't look pretty. We'll just clip everything off.
It really is a painstakingly slow process, isn't it, Narelle?
Oh, it takes forever. You've got to be really careful because their skin is so thin, you can very easily cut them.
Unfortunately, Narelle sees many rabbits that aren't properly looked after.
I think because a lot of people don't know about them. I mean, all people see is this little hutch rabbit at the bottom of a garden. You stick one of these guys inside and you see their true personalities. Rabbits like to play. They become very attached to their owners.
Meanwhile, after the mother of all haircuts, the Angoras are adopted by foster parents.
Can you believe this is the hair that came off Charlie and Missy after they weren't groomed for just 6 months? You can see how thick that coat is. That would trap all sorts of heat and moisture, meaning skin infections are almost guaranteed.
But they'll certainly be well cared for now.
Be looking after them 24 hours a day.
Every corner of Karen von Druska's home is given over to her hoppity housemates.
This is Princess, and in here we have Stuart and Peanut over here. In the front room we've got Dingleberry. In the office we've got Ellie and Pancake. And in the back room we've got Annabelle and Pumpkin.
How many rabbits do you now have?
With Missy and Charlie we now have 17.
You've almost got a rabbit plague in your house, don't you?
Yeah, but they're all de-sexed, so they're not doing anything on their own.
The moral of the story is that it's a bit like the tortoise and the hare. You don't want to race out and buy a bunny just because they look cute and cuddly. Instead, slow down, do your research, and if one of these guys is right for you, then everyone's bound to be a winner.